Hey, what's up you guys? In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 underrated cards from the new challengers. These are some cool picks that you might have missed in the midst of the Burning Abyss and Cleforts and Morshadal stuff, so here we go. The first card is Dingo Seka. Now, this card's already gotten a bit of attention, but basically it's a level 4 Thunder monster with 1700 attack, if I'm correct. I can't really read this stuff. So basically its effect is when it's on the field, as long as you don't have any set spell or trap cards, neither player can set spell or trap cards or activate ones that are already set. Now this is extremely interesting, and there's never really been a card quite like this. It's kind of like Royal Decree-ish mixed with Dark Samora-ish, because this is a continuous effect, so it never activates, and that means that, you know, something like Stellar Nova Alpha can't negate it, and also the moment it hits the field, they can't even chain something like Bottomless or Compulse. And this stops things like Artifact Sanctum, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, Sinister Shadow Games. There are loads of cards that this thing stops, and the only downside to it really is that you do have to have a way to protect it without actually having back row. So the best thing you can really do is have something like Honest in your hand to protect it from battle, or just have hand traps in general like Valor. You can use quick play spells from your hand like, I guess, Forbidden Lance and all the Forbidden cards. You could combo this with Safe Zone. When you summon this card, you can activate Safe Zone, but that does open you up to like Compulse or Bottomless because you would have already had a card set. You can combo this card with something like Safe Zone to basically keep it on the field and protect it. And it really is good. It locks your opponent out of their trap cards completely, and new trap cards they draw are dead. It's really great, although, you know, like I said, this card can be swung over rather easily, so that is something to keep in mind, but it is a cool card. The next card is Edge Imp Saber. So, this card is meant to work with the Fluffles. You fuse it with your Fluffles to make your Frightening Bear and the other one. But it actually is a decent standalone card. It's basically got the Plague Spreader zombie effect. You can put a card on top of your deck to special summon it from the grave, and it's a level 3 Dark Fiend, so we all know what that means. Tour Guide can summon this card. And also, it's basically a recurring level 3 monster. Now, yes, we have loads of other ways to get level 3 monsters back from the grave and from everywhere else in the field, but still, it is cool. It's, you know, compatible with a card that we already have, and you know, as soon as you detach it for an Xyz monster's effect, you can just bring it right back. Now, this does come at the cost of card advantage, so if you're not running something like, I guess, Burning Abyss, then maybe the card advantage might be a bit tough to swallow. But I see some potential with this card. I mean, outside of the deck that it's meant to be used in, it is a dark monster, so there is that. It's something that I think is always worth sort of keeping an eye on, because, you know, further down the line, if we get more Dark Fiend support or more support for level 3s, and this can only get better, if you know what I mean. The next card is Night Drago Lich. Now, this is another interesting new card. It has similar stats to Dingo Seka. It has 1700 attack but no defense, and it's a worm monster, the W-Y-R-M monster. And basically, I believe its effect changes all attack position monsters that are special summoned from the main or extra deck to defense position, and they lose defense equal to their original defense. Unless they're a worm monster, I believe. So this basically means that you can summon this card and swing over anything that was special summoned from the extra deck or the main deck, and with ease, because it'll effectively have like 0 defense. Now, I like this. It's also a dark monster. It's level 4, so there is a little bit of somewhat synergy. I mean, you can technically bring this thing out with something like Summoner Monk, and since Summoner Monk will be in defense, it won't really lose anything from this card being summoned. And with the new worm support that's been coming out, we can only imagine this card will, in theory, have more cards to back it up. I think it's really cool. I think it's sort of an answer to established fields, and I like that. So that's another new card that's pretty interesting. The next card is a trap called Punch in the Box. Basically, when your opponent declares an attack with a monster while they control 2 or more monsters, you select the first monster, negate that attack, and then the second monster, you send it to the grave, and the monster that was attacking loses attack equal to the attack or defense of the monster that was sent to the graveyard, whichever is higher, and if it's a tie, you get to pick. So anyway, This is really, really cool actually. First of all, you get to negate an attack, which is always great. Second of all, you get to send, not destroy, send a monster from the field to the graveyard, stopping effects like hand, stopping all the typical things that maybe protect themselves from being destroyed. And also, it changes attack and defense, so it can be used in the damage step, and things like compulse or whatever can't be chained to this. So it's really pretty neat, pretty useful, cool trap. It probably won't like overshadow something like Mirror Force or D-Prison, but you know, I still do like the thought, and it's something to keep your eyes on. And the last card is Fusion Reserve. This is a neat card because basically it's a trap, and you reveal a fusion monster from your extra deck and add one of the fusion material monsters just listed on the card from your deck straight to your hand. Then you can add a polymerization from your graveyard to your hand. Now, the second effect may not always be useful. A lot of the decks that use fusion monsters don't necessarily use polymerization to do it, like Heroes or Shaddolls. Well, some of the Shaddol builds use polymerization, you know what I mean. Anyway, so, pretty neat. And I really like this because this is support, you know, I guess for the first thing you would think about is these new fusion archetypes, like the Fluffles, Shaddolls, things like that. But Heroes can use this. Gladiator Beast can use this. This can actually search a Gladiator Beast because you can reveal something like Gazaris and search a Bestiari. There really are quite a few different possibilities you can use. There are loads of fusion decks. I'm not a fusion deck expert, but the fact of the matter is, I see potential here. I think it's something to look at, and more fusion support can never hurt, right? So those are 5 cool, underrated cards from new challenges that you might have missed in the midst of all the other new cool stuff. And please, in the comments, leave some other cards that are from the set that you like and think may have potential here, now, or in the future. And also, please check out my new video game channel. It's called Paul Plays. Go figure. And currently I'm playing some Mario Kart, but I'll also be playing other games. And I'm just looking to get a few subscribers, some views. Please show some support, share the videos around. You don't have to if you're not interested in that sort of thing, but it would help. And also, help me get to 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I'm really close, so please subscribe. And that's all for now. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.